Welcome, Vivian Field Middle School students. This is an important video on hallway procedure. Remember, a Viking always has his shield. Let's start with letters S and H, shall we? Letter S. Slow down and stay to the right. Letter H. Hold to the right at all times. How about we look at a fine example of these two letters? Here comes Matilda, Betty Sue, and Dolores frolicking down the hallway. Are they paying attention? Mrs. Featherwinkle doesn't think so. They stop. Mrs. Featherwinkle says, no, you need to go to the right at all times. Oh, thank you, Mrs. Featherwinkle. We'll pay attention to that from now on. Mrs. Featherwinkle approves. Much better. How about now we move on to letter I? Inside voices and sounds. Here's Timmy playing his saxophone as loud and annoyingly as possible in the hallway. Good thing the teacher is there to stop him. No, no, no! Mrs. Featherwinkle does not approve. Remember to use inside voices and sounds, and when walking, always stay to the right side of the hallway. Mrs. Featherwinkle approves. Much better. Letter E. Exercise quickness in catch and release. As Matilda is walking down the hallway, she notices one of her best friends. It's Betty Sue. Well, hello, Betty Sue. I would love to give you a hug right now. They run in close for a hug, and they do it slowly, taking up time. Meanwhile, two bystanders are walking behind, crash into them, and now they are falling into the floor. An accident has occurred. No, no, no! Mrs. Featherwinkle does not approve. Let's try that again, shall we? This time, Matilda says hi to Betty Sue quickly, gives a quick side hug, and walks down the right side of the hallway. Much, much better, ladies. Mrs. Featherwinkle approves. Much better. Letter L. Listen to adults. Here comes Matilda and the gang walking down the hallway. The teacher would like their attention, but instead, what do? They run away. No, no, no. Mrs. Featherwinkle does not approve. This time, Matilda and her gang walk down, listen to the teacher, and find out that they actually had tutorials after school. A good thing they stopped. Mrs. Featherwinkle approves. Much better. Now it's time for the last letter of shield, letter D. Display cleanliness. Here comes Matilda and the gang walking down the hallway. Not only are they walking on the wrong side of the hallway, but they're not even attempting to throw their items into the trash can. And to top it off, Timmy, thinking it's funny, starts kicking around things. And he tops it off with an Irish heel click. No, no, no! Mrs. Featherwinkle does not approve. Let's try that again, shall we? This time, Matilda and her gang comes down and not only throws things into the trash can, but they also see items on the ground. They pick them up and place them in the trash can, keeping the home of the Vikings clean. Mrs. Featherwinkle approves. Much better. So remember S, H, I, E, L, and D. A Viking always has his shield. And remember, if you take care of your home, it will take care of you. So best wishes, and here's to a good school year.